Okay, we are on lesson 5.5, and they're all story problems. Number 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll just be doing 4 problems. However, they're the longest problems in the world, so this video probably will be like 20 minutes long. So just starting at number 2. A carpenter has a wooden stick that is 84 centimeters long. She cuts 25% from the end of the stick. Then she cuts what's remaining into 6 different pieces, 6 equal pieces. And it says, what is the length of each piece? So, let's get a marker. The very first thing we have to do is find out what is 25% of the stick that she had. She had 84 centimeters. Okay. And she cut off 25%. But again, this goes back to the lesson that we had yesterday. Do we want to know how much she cut off, or do we want to know how much is left over that she's actually going to be working with? So in my mind, I'm going to say, no, I want to know how much she's left with, which is 75%. Okay? So 75% of 84. Oh, this is going to be a fun number. So 84 times 75, because I can't crisscross anywhere. I could reduce this by 2, but remember I want these to be like tens or hundreds or thousands. So I'm just going to do it this way, and that's fine. 5 times 4, 20. 5 times 8, 42. 7 times 4, 28. 7 and 8 is 56, plus 2, 58. 0, 0, 1, 13, 6. So I'm putting 6300 over 100. The reason why I kept this, guess what? You can just cancel them out. Bam, bam. She is still working with 63 centimeters. Okay? And then she cut them up into 6 equal pieces. So, 63 centimeters divided by 6 equal pieces, and it wants to know how long is each length. 1, 3. It can't fit into it 3 times, so I have to add another 0 down here. 0 fits into it 5 times. So each length is 10.5 centimeters. Okay, we are now on problem number 3. A car dealership has 240 cars in the parking lot, and 17.5% of them are red. Of the other 6 colors in the car lot, each color has the same number of cars. If one of the colors is black, how many black cars are in the lot? So first off, we need to take out the red cars. And the red cars are 17.5%. But are we just wanting to know how many are red? Or are we wanting to know how many cars are left in the lot? So I am going to actually subtract 17.5 from 100. Because there's 100% of the cars in the car lot. There's 100% of the cars in the car lot, and 17.5 of them are red. So when we subtract these two, what's left is going to be the percentage of cars that are not red, and that's the cars that we want. So, borrowing, 9, 9, 10. 5 528. 82.5% of the cars are not red. And we said that there were 240 cars? 82.5 out of 100. Remember, we do not like a decimal in our percentage. Move it over one time, move this over one time, and add a 0. Okay? Times the 240 cars. We can cancel that 0 out. Okay? Then I gotta do some math. I have 825 times 24 to 10, 32, 33. Done with the 4, put a placeholder. 2 times 5, 10, 5, 16. Because that was from the last one. Add them together. 0, 0, 8, 9, 1. 100, 198, 0, 0. And look, I multiply this over and I get 100. Can we see anything similar over here? There's 2 zeros. I can mark it out. So 198 of the cars on the car lot are not red. And the car dealership guy, he said that there's 6 different color cars. So we need to divide this up into 6 groups. 198 divided by 6. 6 cannot fit into 1. 6 can fit into 19 3 times. And 6 can fit into 18 3 times. 33 cars of each color. And it said how many are going to be black. And so the answer is 33. There you go. Ready? We are now on problem 4 of lesson 5.5. And it says that the Miller's home bill, utilities bill, was in April was $132. It said 42% of that bill was for gas and the rest was for electricity. And it says how much did they pay for gas? How much did they pay for electricity? There's a few ways that you could do this. Either you could take 32% and no. You could take 42% and find what that is of 132. And then you could take the, 58% from the other side and find what that is of 132. There's a few different ways. How we are going to do it, we are going to find 42% of 132, and then we're just going to subtract that total from the original number to find out what was the electricity. Okay, so 42%, write that in a fraction, 42% out of $132 bill. Okay, I don't want to crisscross because there aren't any zeros I can cancel out, so I'm just going to multiply this straight across. 132 times 42. Oh, no. Five, 4, 4 over, bring this over, the 100 times 1, 100. If I have 2 zeros here, start at the end, move 2 zeros this way. 1, 2, 2 decimal places. 42% of that number was $55.44. That was spent on gas for the home. But now it wants to know how much did they spend for electric. Good. Okay, so I'm just going to take this total and I'm going to subtract it from their original bill, which is $132.00 minus $55.44. Got some borrowing to do. 10 minus 4, 9 minus 4. Bring down your decimal. Have some borrowing to do. 11 minus 5. 12 minus 5. $76.56. Okay? So again, you could have just done this for the gas bill and then subtracted this from 100 and could have done the second one to get this number. But we just found one and we subtracted it from the total. Okay, it's just working with percentages. There's different ways you can do it. One more problem to go, friends. Okay. We are on problem number 5. We made it! Woo-hoo! Okay. It says Andy's total bill for lunch was $20. The cost of the drink is 15% of the total bill. And the rest of the cost was the food. It asked 2 questions. What was the percent of the total bill did Andy's food cost? Okay, so that's a percent. We're looking for a percentage as an answer. So how much percentage was the food? And then what cost was his food, not the drink. The drink is trying to fool you, but it does give you information. So his original bill was $20. And we have to find out what percent was just his food and how much did just his food cost. Okay? So if his drink was 15%, so if we take out that 15% from his drink, we are left with 85%. 85% of his meal was food. So that is your answer to number 1. 85% of his meal was food. And now we have to solve for this. I can crisscross some zeros. Okay, so now we do 85 times 2. 170 over 10. Cancel that out. And his food part of the meal was $17. Okay, so it answered 2 questions. What percent was the food and how much was the food? Okay, the only thing we talked about the drink was to take it away from our original 100%. All right, so now you finally get to do your worksheet. This worksheet is funny. It gave you the answers for number 1 and 2 on the front, so there's no reason for you to do number 1 and 2, unless you want to see if you can challenge yourself and get the same answers that they gave you. I want you to do number 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the back. It has everything to do with these pictures. Make sure that you read the questions a few times over. Make sure you know what it's asking. Do you need to take the percent that they gave you? Do you need to subtract that from 100 and actually find the other percentage it's giving you? Do you need to combine some percentages? Okay, after you get number 1, 2, 3, and 4 done on the back, you are done for today. Have an amazing day. See you later.